Dishes.
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, do not,
see myself in the plate.
Stop. The kids were just playing in there. Don't wash your dishes in there. Do you see how little that little girl is? She definitely peed in that pool, and now you're cleaning your dishes with it. Welcome everyone. My name is Sean, and unfortunately, the YouTube gods have decided that it was appropriate to recommend this series from TLC on the cheapest families in the United States of America, and what I first thought was going to be some tips and tricks on how I could save a little money, because, inflation, it's a problem. There's definitely issues in the economy and whatnot. Turned out to be probably one of the most disgusting series that basically exploits mental illness, which then again, what do we expect from TLC, the learning channel? So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do, I want to remind you that my friend Devin Tracy, his family recently lost their home in the California wildfires. He started a GoFundMe in order to help them get back on their feet. If you're a fan of Devin or a fan of mine and you can donate, please do. If you don't want to or you are unable to, it's totally understandable. I'm just trying to help out a friend. But without further ado, let's watch this thing. We're gonna have to watch it. I can't even explain it to you until you see it.
And we're America's cheapest family.
Making it rain.
In the summertime, when the kids are playing outside in the pool, we can utilize that afterwards to help clean our dishes. We save money on the water bill. We save money on the electric bill. Are we going to become millionaires off of it? Not per se, but it's going to help us to be able to allocate that money towards a better purpose.
See? Fun and work.
Okay, so we start off with the premise that this is America's cheapest family, and this family is so cheap that after the children's play in the pool water outside, they then reuse that water in order to wash their dishes in it. Now, of course, I will point out that that little kid definitely peed in that pool. That little girl also peed in the pool, but the idea that this is more efficient than, just not having your kids play in a pool full of water that you filled up as a luxury and, washing your dishes normally, just absurd. Also disgusting. Although I guess you can appropriately use the sun to dry your dishes, but that's a dish rack that absorbs the water. So you could also, yourself keep them inside the house and dry the dishes that way. Like, there's no reason to leave them outside to have bugs and other things go on your dishes that you just cleaned, wink, wink, inside the pool that your kids peed in that has no chlorine in it.
Who wants bacon?
I do.
Sean and I agree that if we don't have to buy anything new, then we won't. And we'll make use with what we have. That's our lifestyle. That's our way. Our pots and pans broke. The handles broke off. And instead of going out and buying brand new pots and pans, Sean made this wrench that doubles as a handle. And the duct tape protects my hands from burning. All right.
What? Okay, hold on. Say that dumbass thing that you just said one more time so I can make sure that my ears didn't stop working while I was watching this series.
Instead of going out and buying brand new pots and pans, Sean made this wrench that doubles as a handle, and the duct tape protects my hands from burning. All right.
Okay, so let's get this straight right here. The premise of this is that their pots and pans broke, and instead of going out and buying a new frying pan like a total dumbass, Sean, the husband in this family of the cheapest people ever, decided to make a new thing that's just as good as having a handle on your frying pan. And that, of course, is using a pair of locking pliers with some duct tape on the end so she could pick up the pan and not burn herself because of the duct tape. Now, I just want to point out that they're using a very small saute pan. Now, you could spend a lot of money on saute pans. You could buy frying pans that are quite expensive. For my wedding, somebody actually got me the Hexclad frying pan set. Thank you so much, by the way, my friend out there that I've known since high school. Really sweet of you. But if you wanted to get a cheap frying pan, you could get one for like $6. These pliers also costs $6, and that's not even to mention the duct tape, so you're not even saving money. And he also didn't invent this, he didn't make this. You bought those pliers or you repurposed them for a stupid way, because what are you doing? This is not even that sensible. This is like filling up the pool with gallons and gallons of water so your kids can play in it, and then you wash the dishes in those gallons and gallons of water instead of not having your kids play in the pool and washing the dishes with significantly less water. Are these people insane? Yes. The answer to that question is yes. Are they stupid? Yes. The answer to that question is also yes.
Where we spend most of our time in the living room.
Okay, so first of all, why would you, if you're gonna repurpose garbage, why would you go for a white beanbag chair? It looks like it has a dookie stain on it. Everybody can see that. You're on TV. You also have a pool lawn chair.
As you can see, we've got very sparse furniture. Living room furniture can cost up to $10,000, $20,000, depending on what kind you're buying.
But more importantly, she's like, living room furniture could cost you anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000. These people are obsessed with saving money, but they manage to not know how much anything costs. It's like the frying pan. Oh, rather than go out and buy a new frying pan for $5.99 at Walmart, my genius husband, Sean, the inventor, decided to put some duct tape around a vice grip that costs like $7, and that's how we're saving money, because we're just so innovative like that. This woman saying that furniture for a living room, it costs $10,000 to $20,000. You can get a nice couch or whatever. There's like places all online. They advertise on television all the time for like $500, maybe $600. It's not that big of a deal. When you're ordering the $5 pan or going to Walmart and getting the $5 pan, you could get some couches that at least look halfway decent. You don't have to go with the dirty beanbag chair that has like a similar stain as that mattress under the synagogue that everybody on the internet was going crazy over. What's wrong with you people? Just get some real furniture.
Ours costs maybe $50.
Oh wow, you guys are killing it right there. Your living room furniture costs $50, and I could barely tell the difference. It's like you guys are just so innovative. And again, I just want to point out for everybody out there that people will sometimes leave furniture on the side of the curb, and in New York, this is a big thing. You just pick it up, you bring it into your place, and then you use it, maybe clean it off or whatever, and it's perfectly fine. And a lot of times, it's significantly better than this. So I could have got this woman some free furniture, free couches that were better than this $50 dirty beanbag chair and a lawn chair that I guess it's multi-purpose, just like the vice grip, because you could use it outside and inside, and apparently that's innovative. Maybe her husband invented that lawn chair by wrapping it in that blue plastic.
A few months ago, our shower head broke, and Sean came up with a great way to fix it. For the price of a soda bottle, he rigged it up to the shower head and just poked holes in there. And now we have a brand new shower head. This kind of is an eyesore, but it works, and I appreciate it.
Okay, so let's get this straight. The shower head broke, and for the price of a soda bottle and duct tape. And by the way, duct tape, when it gets wet, it loses its stickiness. So duct tape that you have to keep reapplying. This woman thinks that she has a brand new shower head because of a used soda bottle. Maybe it's genius. Honestly, maybe you should try it. Maybe I should try it.
What are you doing?
I'm an inventor. It's so innovative.
Sean, just use the shower head.
I'm saving money.
Like, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. Shower head, $5. Pretty pricey right there. I mean, again, you're dropping the big bucks, throwing an Abe Lincoln on the table, but it should last for, 5-10 years without any issue at all whatsoever. Plastic soda bottle and duct tape. The duct tape from the steam from the shower and the water that is running off from the side of the soda bottle, that should be coming off like every month or every 2 months. So over the course course of the 5 years, when you spend the $5 versus like the $2 for the 2-liter soda that you're using this innovative solution from, I think it's going to add up just in your duct tape costs overall, especially since you're using duct tape all over the house. Now, again, I'm not a financial expert. I'm not Dave Ramsey. I think these people are well beyond Dave Ramsey. They're kind of in the mental hospital, or should be in a mental hospital. But just trust me on this one. Don't put a soda bottle there. I tried it. It definitely don't work.
Some people might think our behavior is over the top, but extreme, but I think it all depends on the person's perspective.
So this woman's like, yeah, some people think it's insane or irrational or extreme, but it's all dependent on the perspective. And let me just tell you something, lady. You're insane from all different perspectives. Again, you thought soda bottle, good innovative replacement for the shower head, and you let your kids shower in there, and you also wash your dishes, let us not forget, in the pee-pee water from your kids' thing. And by the way, I know they're not good at using the bathroom where they're supposed to, because I saw your beanbag chair. But okay, you didn't spend $10,000 to $20,000 furnishing your living room. You only spent $50, and nobody can even tell, except for anybody with eyes that work.
For the past several years, the O'Briens have contemplated moving into a larger space. But selling their current home would require them to make renovations they've avoided for the past decade.
These people are homeowners. These people have a home, a property, something that I do not have, something that maybe I will never be able to own based on my area, based on my location. And they not only have a home, but they have a nice large home, and this is what they're doing with it. They're squandering their home right now. In their own home, not an apartment that they're renting, they are replacing their shower head with an empty 2-liter bottle that they duct taped because their husband is so innovative and ingenious.
Our realtor is going to come over and give us an assessment and evaluate what we need to do before we actually put our house on the market.
Fix your home. That's what you need to do. She said that they haven't done repairs on the property for 10 years in an effort to save money.
It's been more than 10 years since Sean and Melanie have made any significant improvements to their home. A sacrifice they claim has saved them over $30,000.
And they think it's genius because you save $30,000. Again, idiot. When you don't do maintenance on your home, little issues spiral into bigger issues, and then that costs you more money down the line. So one of the things that you would have to do is, make your house be outwardly presentable so that people can, maybe appreciate it a little more, maybe think that the problems that are definitely developing, like the toxic mold from all the water being redirected to places that it's not supposed to from your husband's duct tape, that's probably not that big of an issue. Maybe do some of that. Maybe just make it look a little prettier. I don't know.
Here's the yard.
Okay.
Watch your step, apparently.
Yeah.
Our fence is a little piecemeal together, so I just replace the boards as they come. Leans a little, but sturdy.
So this guy presents his home to the real estate guy. He's like, listen, you need to tell us what to do in order to make this home more sellable. And then he shows him the fence, and he's like, look, whenever a board breaks in the fence, I don't know why they're breaking so many damn boards in the fence. God only knows the answer to that question. I just replace that specific board. I don't even match the color. And the real estate guy tells him, hey,
You're going to have to repaint the fence. I mean, if not replaced.
Ooh,
it's
how much is we looking to replace?
Around $1,800.
That he has to at least paint the fence, make it look nicer, if not replace the fence. And obviously he's off put by that because that's going to cost money. But believe me, it's going to cost you way more money in terms of your home value when people start noticing all these other problems. However, originally I thought that these guys were absolute idiots, that they were doofuses, but in reality, they're actually philosopher kings, because what you're looking at right there is the fence of Theseus. Because after he replaces all the individual boards with new boards, is that the same fence? Maybe that's the philosophical question that he's trying to get people to answer, and maybe that's why people are going to buy this property, because it's like a riddle. It's like a little thought experiment in a property, which is exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to purchase a home.
The fence in the backyard is definitely eclectic.
The colors look like a marble cake that you would get at a bakery. It brings character to the neighborhood.
Okay, so seriously, like, honest question, let me know in the comments of this video, which one of these idiots is the problem? I was thinking it was the wife, but what I'm discovering upon the watching of this video is that it's probably the husband that is the major issue. This guy thinks he can fix everything. He can't fix anything. Let us make no mistake about that. And the wife is just kind of dead inside, and that is presented to us with this monotone, basically given up on life. She has been crippled by the idea that she had children with this man, and she's just kind of going along, zoning out, and maybe, just maybe, she's trying to save up all this money for the antidepressants that she appears to be on.
This is our main living room.
Well, number one, no furniture. This won't work. You've got to stage this room.
Stage how?
Well, a beanbag, an ottoman.
Imagine being this realtor right here. You get a call from TLC one day and they say, hey, idiot. Hey, realtor, would you like to come out to this site, appraise this home? We'll triple your appraisal fee for you if you just give your honest opinion on these psychos that we want you to look at their home. And he's like, what was that? These what? And they're like, homeowners. So we're TLC, the learning channel. You could totally trust us. And then he comes out and he sees a dirty beanbag chair. And let us get into the carpet in just a little bit, a trash carpet, and they want to sell the home.
The actual living room in a house is very important because that's where the majority of all the family time happens. They didn't even have a TV or any furniture at all.
It's like he's explaining this to people with mental disabilities. He's like, so the living room or the family room is where family time happens, so people would prefer if it didn't look like meth heads actually live there. Honestly, watching this probably makes me a little bit more in favor of people squatting in other people's property, because even meth heads intentionally damaging the property don't seem to be as willfully blind and ignorant and crazy as these individuals right here. And again, they have 2 kids. If you want to really save money, just don't have children. They're expensive. Or sell your kids, honestly. Somebody's going to want to buy them. They need the adrenochrome, and that is a premium, especially if you're going to cover up where you got the kid's origin from, and the parents being in on it, not filing the missing persons report, definitely amps that price. That's some premium adrenochrome right there in those 2 little adrenochrome banks that you had.
Well, I'll tell you this too. None of these homes that are selling has carpet like this. The stains, the burn marks. I honestly don't feel like a buyer would even put an offer in with carpet like this.
So a couple of things. First and foremost, what the hell are you doing that involves an open flame, that involves the burn marks on the carpet that we've seen right there?
We don't want to spend a whole lot of money on the upgrade, but we really want to sell the house. We're very motivated to sell.
So they go to the carpet store. By the way, it says special financing on the door at the carpet store. And the guy says, look, this is some nice premium carpet. You're trying to sell your home. This is what you should put in if you're trying to sell a carpeted home to other people.
So looking at 1,000 square feet, in something like this piece of carpet here, we'd probably be looking at about a $4,000 budget.
But it's going to be $4,000. Now, granted, you could finance this with zero money down, essentially pay a small amount right now, sell your home like you want to, and then pay it off after you receive the profits from your home, because, people are going to want to buy a house that has nice carpeting in the living room, and it really won't even cost you $4,000 all that much, but if it increases the value of your home, this would be a good investment in your future. And this guy ends up responding by asking, what's the cheapest option that you have?
What literally is the cheapest that you could help me out with?
We could get into some carpet in this range here. It's a little more cost-effective system, and we would be looking at a budget closer to around $1,800 to $2,000.
So this guy starts bringing out the samples, and this is where, again, the craziness ensues.
All right, so what I'm really just kind of looking for, let's say I just want to do sections, a burnt stain here, maybe some wax on the floor there type of thing.
Some red wine there.
Yeah. Is it unheard of to patch up carpet?
I gotta tell you, it really is unheard of. I've never heard such thing.
I definitely don't want it to be horrific, but is there a way to get something like this?
Literally that?
Yeah.
Size and that?
Yeah, maybe about 10 would be good.
So yeah, he presents his idea of patching up the carpet, and again, he asks him for the sample. He's like, I want something like this. The sample, can I buy this from you? Because $1,800, too much for the home that I own, the home that I'm trying to sell in order to move into a bigger home, and I'm just not willing to drop that money on replacing the carpet when I can MacGyver this myself. I don't know if you guys know this, I'm actually quite the handyman. Have you ever heard of a soda bottle as the shower head? plus a little vice grip to grab your pot and pan when it breaks down. I'm a genius. I want you guys to understand that, and that's how I solve my problems.
This, that.
This one.
That one. I think this is going to be the closest we'll be able to make it match. So, Joe, what do you think on us purchase this?
Guys, I don't know. How about
20?
We'll do $20.
Okay.
So this guy ends up spending $20 on carpet samples that he thinks match his carpet. Let me just show you right now that they definitely do not match his carpet. And then he goes over to his neighbor's house to borrow furniture from the neighbor.
We had a quick favor we wanted to ask of you. Could we borrow your furniture for the open house?
You know how our living room looks now, and you're so close by, and you've got such great furniture. We'd just really love to use yours if you don't mind.
Now, listen, in an older school America, when everything was white picket fences and suburbia, people used to go over to other people's houses to borrow a cup of sugar because, their wife was baking something and they needed the sugar in order to complete the recipe. These people who are psychopaths, they do their dishes in, again, the swimming pool out back, have friends that are willing to lend them their living room furniture in order to stage for their home, just to do it. Again, I don't have friends that would do anything for me, but somehow these psychos have better friends than I do.
Rather than hire professionals to replace their entire carpet, Sean taxed down their $2 samples himself.
All right. Honey!
Well, it looks pretty much even, but the carpet is totally different color. I mean, you did a great job, but it just doesn't match.
Right. We knew it wasn't going to 100% match.
It doesn't match 1%. It doesn't match 1%. What are you thinking? What are you doing? You were in the store saying, this is pretty close to what we have at home. You picked a white sample. That is distinctly not white. This isn't even close. It's not even like they're like the same hue of that off-white kind of yellow. That is just pure pearl white right there. And then next to it is not white. You couldn't have picked a worse color to patch your carpet if you tried. But again, you're not even trying. You guys are psychopathic. You need medical help. Somebody save them, and please do it free of charge because they're trying to save a buck here and there. Also, if you care about preserving your carpet, take your shoes off before you enter your home, or should I say, take your one shoe off because he's only wearing one shoe, but I'm sure that is an elaborate scheme in order for him to double the life of the sneakers that he buys by only wearing one of them at a time.
To avoid the realtor fees, Sean and Melanie placed an ad online and are attempting to host the open house themselves.
I'm sorry, but this can't be real. This can't be an actual real thing, a real show involving real people, because when you pull up to their home, the landscaping is perfect. It's like 10 out of 10, A+, first class all the way. The hedges are trimmed, the grass is perfectly fine, but inside the house, the guy's stapling down $2 carpet samples because he doesn't want to replace the carpet. Like, this is not adding up. Unless they're a part of a homeowners association that takes care of this and that fee is like non-negotiable, then this just does not make any sense that the exterior of their house looks fantastic while the interior looks terrible. And by the way, they bring these people in, which is probably going to support my theory that this is fake nonsense meant to drive me insane, because that's what's happening right now. Because the people come in and they're just crapping all over these people, deservedly so. But TLC seems to be like staging this. Like, hey, if you want to save money, you're a dumb idiot. You're a loser. I know it's tough times out there in the economy, but honestly, to hell with you. We're going to show the dumbest version of people trying to save money that actually ends up costing them more money in the long run, because, we're trying to make TV right here, and you idiot poors don't know how to save, so we're going to give you this ridiculous example of how to save, so that way you go out and consume product because you don't want to be like these psychos. Maybe that's too tinfoily hatty or something like that. Maybe I'm just going crazy from watching this segment. Maybe you're all going crazy with me, and that's why you're buying into it, but who knows? Who knows?
When we first walked in, I noticed little details. The carpet was patched.
Yeah, like a quilt.
Different types, like a quilt.
First of all, David and Stacy, the couple that is labeled potential home buyers, make no mistake about it, they're definitely not buying this house. Hilarious right there, making fun of their carpet patched like a quilt. And by the way, right next to that white carpet sample, you actually see an even smaller sample that this guy also cut in order to patch a different part of the carpet. and that also doesn't match. He couldn't even buy the same color samples, so at least the samples would match each other, and somehow that would make it make sense, or replace sections that were the same size.
Different types of carpet. So if those are the things that are showing, what are we not seeing?
Like, come on. Like, what is that? This is your home. You're trying to sell it. Also, you're trying to sell it without a realtor because you're insane.
Yeah, the handle's broke.
You're gonna do this every time you go to the bathroom?
Okay, so real quick, you'll notice right there that they have a normal shower head in that bathroom. Again, a very inexpensive one of the ones that costs about like $5. But in this particular bathroom, you have to, again, use a vice grip in order to flush the toilet. And you have the people making fun of them, laughing at them, deservedly so. But this kind of goes to my point that this guy is not just repurposing vice grips for all different things. He's just buying extra vice grips, leaving them around the house in order for people to do menial tasks. Again, the flushing element of a toilet is not that expensive. It is not that complicated. You don't need to buy a vice grip in order to solve every single problem in your house. Just buy the thing that you need. What is wrong with you?
People who are different are always going to be called weird because I do it in a different way than somebody else. The good news is we're in Texas and Dallas. We're in a good market. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to look at it and say, I like it.
Listen, everybody, I know it's TLC. You might say it's low-hanging fruit, but for some reason, for some unusual purpose, YouTube decided in its infinite wisdom to serve this to me in my algorithm, probably because I look at finance tips and whatnot on the internet.com. Like, this would be a good alternative for me. Like, this is something that I need to go for if I ever want to achieve my dream of being a homeowner and then destroying said home and then going on television in order to embarrass myself. But the fact that this guy closes by saying, hey, you know what? People are always going to get judged for being weird. People are always going to get judged for being unusual, but DFW, Dallas, great buyer's market, great market for homes to be sold and whatnot. So honestly, somebody's going to take this property just for the land. And, you know, I could get the full price of what it's actually worth by doing some sensible maintenance and sensible repairs, but I'm smarter than everybody. And the money I get is going to go straight to my retirement fund. I'm invested in vice grips because after this goes on television, it's going to take off everywhere and people are going to use that for everything. So just trust me. I know more than everybody. And his wife is very much in that cat lady mode with the look, just going along to get along, because who knows what else this man does with the vice grips, the ones that are by his end table right by his bed. But anyway, those are just my thoughts related to this. If you like this video and you want me to review more of the Extreme Cheapskates at TLC, because yes, there's a lot of these segments, let me know down in the comments below. If you don't want me to do so, then don't tell me that. I'm just gonna guess what you guys want. But also put your thoughts and opinions over there or whatever. As per usual, if you like the video, show them by leaving a like, subscribe for more content, follow me on the social medias, support me via support links in the description of this video. This has been me talking about the absolute madness of this TLC show. Till next time.